Recently, I received this Dell Inspiron 1545 from my uncle, and in this video, I'm going to reinstall Windows Vista on it and see how this thing can tackle some games. Now, I have already messed with this laptop and installed Vista, but the problem with my installation is I installed the 64-bit version of Vista when all the drivers are meant to be for the 32-bit version of Vista for this machine, even though this machine has a 64-bit processor. Thank you, Dell! So, in this video, I'm going to reinstall Windows Vista and install the drivers and see how this thing can handle some games. Okay, so this laptop has 2 gigs of DDR2 RAM. It has a Intel Pentium R T4 at 2.20 gigahertz. And it has a Intel GM45 graphics video controller. So a pretty average laptop for the late 2000s. So we're gonna see how this thing can run some games. So let's first reinstall Windows Vista. I have burned a copy of Vista 32-bit to this DVD-ROM, and now I'm going to stick this into the laptop, and we're going to now start the installation for 32-bit Vista. Vista has now been installed. So now I'm going to go. Just set up the profile. So we type in my username. Let's type in super, and then the password will just be. We don't need a password on this thing. Okay, let's go next. Let's just do the default Vista, and I'll just do this. I'll just do Vista. That's the name. Vista. Okay. Ask you later. Besides, even if I did that, do not care about the time zone. Okay, let's start. We can do all that later. So now we are in the Vista has been installed. So once Vista fully loads up, we're then going to check what drivers we need. I'm guessing we're going to need some graphics drivers and a few other things. So, but there's only one way to find out. All right. I just love how how very 2007 this is. Like I just love that glass look to it. It's pretty nostalgic to me, but I personally have grown up on XP, but I still just find this glass look just nostalgic and a reminder of a simpler time. Are you sure about that? Also, no, it has not gotten more fun because Vista is garbage. But the main reason I'm installing it is because this machine came with Windows 7, but I didn't want 7 because that still felt a little too new, and I wanted to put probably the original operating system that was on here, which was Vista, which is probably Vista. So I'm putting Vista on it. Alright, so I believe we're done with the final steps of the installation. It's pretty much completed. Now we're just gonna have it reboot, and we're gonna load into the operating system. Hello? Vista? Vista? Hello? Alright, we have now made it to the Vista desktop, so let's see what drivers we need. So let's head to Device Manager and see. Alright, yeah, I hate this resolution, but yep, thanks Vista. Why do I need your permission? Alright, let's see, so we need a GPU driver, obviously, because this resolution is absolutely terrible and very cruel. Let's see, Ethernet, network, video stuff, and anything else. Yeah, so mainly just video drivers, and I'm not really gonna install network drivers because I'm not planning on getting this thing on on the internet anyway. But we definitely do need graphics drivers. So I'm gonna go get those drivers and get them on a USB stick and install them. Alright everyone, so I just successfully installed the graphics drivers and all the other needed drivers. It was a bit of a hassle, but I was able to do it. So now we're gonna try out a few PC games and see how they run. Let's first start off with the one thing everyone back then did offline, Purple Place. So before I was able to install the graphics drivers, this game ran horribly. So let's see how this this Windows Classic runs now. So let's just start with basic. Okay, so this is already running so much better. It is a little bit laggy though, because this thing only has like a very, very basic graphics card in here. Like, this is just like it's some Intel graphics adapter. But it is playable though. Like, it is totally playable. So, yeah, I mean, obviously this is playable. So yeah, this game gets a pass. I'm gonna go try out the cake and the I'm gonna try out the baking game, because I remember this game ran super slow before the drivers were installed. So let's see how it runs now. Yeah, way better. I'm just gonna complete this order. I'm just gonna complete like maybe one more order, and then we're gonna try the last Purple Place. Alright, that's enough Purple Place. So yeah, Purple Place runs fine. Alright, so the second game we're going to be trying is we're going to see how Midtown Madness runs on this machine. So yeah, see, this copy is a little beat up, unfortunately, but we're going to see how this game runs on this machine. Okay, so Midtown Madness. So it actually runs super duper well on this machine. I'm actually kind of surprised, because this is a game designed for Windows 98. But this is it. It's running perfectly fine at the highest settings, and I have literally no issues with it. There's sometimes a little bit of flicker going on with the graphics, but yeah, as you can see right here, but it is totally playable though. So this does pass, even though it is a little flickery. It does pass, but yeah, it does just struggle. But yeah, here's how it runs. Okay, so I forgot to record an introduction of the next game I was testing, but this game I've tested after Midtown Madness. This is the final game, is the original Call of Duty. Now, initially, I thought this game would be a good test run for this machine, but I then discovered that this game actually came out way before this machine came out, so yeah, it ran perfectly fine with no issues on max settings, which at first surprised me, but now I'm not very surprised. I am going to test out some more advanced games, probably in a follow-up video to this one in the future, but here's how Call of Duty runs.
In addition, the location of your current objective is marked by the star on your compass. That's it. Close enough. You will notice that objective is checked off, and you now have a new... see it. All right, Martin, they got your story about here too, huh? This is not your Aunt Fanny's dance. Jump over him. Come on, Elder, get the lead out. Not bad. Now hit the dirt and crawl forward under the barbed wire. Sergeant, fire up those machine guns. Stay low. Stay down.
the observation tower. Grab one of those M1A1 carbines from the table. Get more ammo. Grab it from any loose weapon of the same type you...
So this is the Dell Inspiron 1545. It's actually a pretty surprisingly really good laptop from the late 2000s, and it runs a lot of like retro games really well, and even Vista pretty well too. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.